Hi, class, and thanks for joining me. This week, we are discussing What's a Value of a Like by Leslie John, Daniel Mochon, Oliver Emrich, and Janet Schwartz. We are also reviewing Marketing in the Age of Alexa by Niraj, Dawar, and Neil Dendle. Important takeaways from What's a Value of a Like for high level marketers is to understand that businesses invest large amounts of money, even billions, to have a social media presence, with Facebook being the preferred social media form of communications. It is suggested that there is a positive correlation between social media and sales. It is important to be wary of this information, though, because the causation between the relationship between social media followers and sales is not very clear. Takeaways from the second article under review, Marketing in the Age of Alexa, include the technological innovations are continually taking place thanks to skilled digital professionals, or you can call them artificial intelligence assistants, who work with companies such as Google and Amazon. Competition is fierce between these tech giants. Everyone wants to be number one. This will be achieved through minimizing risk and cost to consumers through AI technology. While we have learned in the past that marketing strategies have changed over time, these articles both demonstrate that advances will continue to be made, and it is up to high level marketers to keep track of innovations and adapt to changes in order to be successful. Research conducted by Leslie John and colleagues advises that brand exposure on social media may be lower than brand exposure through the traditional form of word of mouth. Some followers do so simply to gain discounts, and others do it just because. The reason for following a brand through social media varies, and truly, the site algorithms are responsible for exposure. So, simply liking a brand post is not going to ensure that that brand will have a presence among the friends of their followers. As a consumer with a social media presence, I will admit that I don't really interact much with businesses on social media, so I can really understand this perspective, even without the research that backs it up. Marketing in the age of Alexa highlights that AI tech will change the marketplace, branding, and consumer relationships with firms. With that being said, brand recognition may mean a little less in the future, and AI algorithms may play a larger role. Brands must be knowledgeable about the differing AI technologies and the impact on brand exposure. Using a platform such as smart devices or smart connected electronics to communicate with consumers will still be beneficial. Tech advances should not take away from other forms of branding. Be considerate that other forms of branding draw in loyal brick and mortar store shoppers. Strong consumer relationships will still be key, even for those AI businesses who need strong consumer loyalty. The main key is to use AI to your advantage. Be aware of who, what, and how it can work for your brand. I believe this is very strong and helpful advice for firms and marketers. We repeatedly see that marketers must stay up to date, but this article takes it a step further. I think advising marketers to make advances work for them is great advice, and not losing focus on traditional marketing methods while still giving attention to future ones seems to be good advice as well. According to What's a Value of a Like, social media interactions with consumers can raise a great deal of customer intelligence or customer feedback. In other words, it provides a platform for businesses to collect with brand loyal consumers who can express their praises, concerns, and even suggestions to the brand. This information can assist with future brand decisions. To ensure likes equal meaningful behavior, the article suggests advertising. Paying the social media sites for advertisement ensures brand exposure. Again, it is clear that authors feel a mixed approach to marketing is needed to be successful. That is, traditional forms of advertising and new forms of advertising such as AI or social media presences. It is my recommendation that firms try not to overload current professionals with issues of the future. Instead, I think it may be necessary to invest funding in this cause specifically. Have a team that is devoted to AI, technology, and even social media to focus on those challenges to ensure that focus is still being given to marketing forms such as advertisements, discount programs, and other more traditional measures. The two teams, a traditional team and a non traditional, may come together to build a strong brand exposure plan to ensure that the masses are reached in every way. Social media is a form of communication that has no barriers. Consumers and businesses are able to communicate easily in real time from nearly anywhere. The takeaways, advice, and recommendations can be applied to businesses that are not international and that are international. In fact, the article suggests that marketers stay up to date. This could mean looking into benefits provided by social media and AI, such as expanding the brand across the globe and making it work in areas of differing cultures. Marketing is a field that allows for creativity and innovation. Taking advantage of changing times rather than dawning on them is likely to be a benefit for any business. New technology and forms of communication means new ethical challenges. I posed again that the ethical challenge faced with this form of advancement is consumer privacy. While AI and social media will give technology companies and brands impacted by technologies that are coming up or new, access to consumer information and privacy should be protected and respected. I would like to add that since consumer trust has been proven as a crucial component to brand building, it is important to maintain that trust through ethical standards and ethical practices. Unethical practices could lead to backlash from consumers that could unhinge a brand, leading to serious financial consequences. And this concludes my review of the two articles I look forward to discussing with you all. Until next time.